With the launch of the Apple Watch, iPhone users who have yearned for more than the Pebble's basic capabilities finally have a premium wearable of their own. The smartwatch is gorgeously designed and packs innovative tweaks. It's also more full-featured than Android Wear, its nearest competitor on the market. But it's not a home run yet. Despite offering a smartwatch experience that goes beyond just passing along notifications, the Apple Watch also has slow app performance and some early bugs. This is definitely a first-generation product, and early adopters have some caveats to deal with for now. The Apple Watch follows the iPhone model of delivering one core design. Though there are 3 models and 2 different sizes to choose from, only their styling and materials are different. When it comes to hardware, they all feature a rectangular OLED display, sensors on the back for determining heart rate, and what Apple's calling a digital crown on the upper right side with a button beneath it. Pricing is determined by which variant, size, and band you pick. The entry-level Sport model, with an aluminum casing, Ion-X reinforced glass face, and rubber strap, will run you $349 for the 38mm size and $399 for the 42mm size. The standard Apple Watch swaps in stainless steel and a sapphire crystal display cover, along with a number of band options. It starts at $549 for the 38mm and $599 for the 42mm size, but can go over $1,000 if you pick the most expensive band. And then there's the Apple Watch Edition, which comes in 18-karat gold and sells for $10,000 and up. Getting accustomed to the Apple Watch's interface involves a learning curve at first, since you'll do more than traditional taps and swipes. You'll turn and press the digital crown, use the button below that for a couple things, and use force touch inputs, which require pressing harder on the pressure-sensitive display. Sorting out the various inputs takes a few days. Once you're up to speed though, you'll find that you'll need to fiddle with your phone a lot less. Notifications can be dismissed or followed up on within just a few seconds, thanks to the ability to do things like dictate text message responses via the watch. Glances, or regularly updated screens within the watch's interface, give you essential information for various apps covering things like weather, music playlists, sports scores, and more. And apps installed to the watch function like phone apps, letting you search local restaurants, get transit info, and even play games, among many other options. You can also even use your watch to take calls via speakerphone or pay for items via Apple Pay. Fitness tracking is a core focus for the Apple Watch too, and it's not just about steps, although it will track them as well. This wearable is more focused on encouraging gradual, all-day activity, letting you see at a glance approximately how many calories you burned, how many hours of the day you spent moving around, and how much exercise you logged. For the average person trying to be more mindful of daily activity and health, it's perfect. Unfortunately, what keeps the Apple Watch from being an absolute must-have purchase is speed. The interface runs well, and so do core functions, but apps are streamed from your phone and thus rely on its network connection. So you might wait 5 seconds, or 15, or occasionally even longer to load an app. Anything requiring location services is similarly sluggish. It often seems futile to use maps on the watch when you can pull out your iPhone and get it done faster. Also, the iPhone companion app is a dense, menu-heavy affair, and using it to install or remove apps from the watch is a sluggish process. You'll run into occasional bugs too. Sometimes the screen will turn off when you're still using an app, and Digital Touch, which lets you send animated drawings, haptic taps, or a pulse to another Apple Watch user, currently has connectivity problems. For the latter, there are some cases where you can send but not receive notes, or vice versa, and fiddling with iMessage settings to fix the issue doesn't work for everyone. The interface overall is definitely version 1.0 software, with plenty of room for improvement. On the flip side, for all the rumblings and speculation prior to launch about the Apple Watch's battery life, it isn't actually an issue, at least not in the way you'd expect. The watch's promised all-day battery pans out. In my testing, it had no less than 25% battery life remaining every night after 16 to 18 hours of use. But the connection to the iPhone does seem to sip a few extra percentage points away from the smartphone each day, so be prepared for that. While the Apple Watch has some basic similarities to its nearest competitors, this wearable amplifies the smartwatch experience in a way that hadn't been done. Its features are handy, and accessing and using apps allows for more control than Android Wear. Apple's typical attention to detail is mostly felt throughout as well. But even though the device is impressive, it still has first-generation shortcomings. Hopefully, the slow app performance and early bugs will be smoothed out via software updates, but given Apple's general aim for polished experiences, it's surprising to encounter these detractions. Still, for iPhone users seeking a premium smartwatch, this wearable should fit the bill.